Welcome back, everybody, to Subnautica. I'm Insomniac Jack, and I'm trying to remember exactly where we left off yet again. Oh, base building. That's right. So first things first, we need to, if I can go to it, build our base building tools. So we need a computer chip, and that is table coral, gold, copper. And then table coral, gold, copper, silver. Okay. Come on. So, table coral. Come on. Gold, copper, and silver. Alright. Oh, I hope I didn't hit those. Yeah, I did. Alright. Table coral, gold, copper, and silver. Gold. I'll bring 2 just in case. And I know I need 2 silver. I know I need 2 silver. There we go. Oh, I didn't bring an extra copper to make an extra battery. There we go. Hopefully I got everything I needed. So I need a copper wire. Check. We're going to build yet another battery. Check. We need a wiring kit. Well, go ahead and build the computer chip. And I believe we need a wiring kit for the...
Acquired.
Yes, that's exactly what we need. And before we use a battery... do we have anything that's running low? Flashlight. We could probably change out our flashlight yet again. Keeping that on a fresh battery is a good idea. There we go. Alright, and that leaves that battery in there. Now we'll build the wiring kits. And base builder.
The Builder tool is designed to construct habitats capable of withstanding extreme environmental conditions.
Awesome. Let's do this. Alright, so first things first, we are going to just build us a tube. Where are we going to do that at? Should we do it toward the kelp? Yeah, I think right here and then build outward will be fine. So we're going to build a tube. Yeah, build outward and down. So let's start down since we're going to be going on a down slope here. Yeah. That'll work. And then I think I want to build a T right here, or an X compartment. And then what do I need for... Oh no, I'm going to build another tube. Keep all our modules separate here. We need probably more titanium, copper, gold, and table coral. How much gold? Well, whatever. Let's go get our table coral. And then, what is our... this is the hard part. Remembering what everything is. Okay, what did I say? Let's get some more tie, 2 copper, and that's it. Okay, that'll work. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll take 5 just in case. And then 2 copper. Let's go ahead and listen to the message.
This is Life Pod 6. I have a passenger on board. Coordinates attached. We've landed a kilometer from the crash site, but there's radiation in between us and the rendezvous. Request immediate assistance. 6 out.
Is
Signal
that...
coordinates corrupted. Approximate transmission origin recorded to data bank.
I want to say I've already found 6. That's the other thing we need to do in this episode. I have been neglecting all of these. And we need to go through them. Aurora survivors? Yes, we found Life Pod 6. Okay, awesome. Or not awesome, depending on how you want to look at it. I think I have everything I needed. I hope. We're gonna find out. Oh, I didn't turn this the right way, did I? No, I didn't. Damn it. Derp. That's okay. We'll get this base up and running, and then we'll look into the PDA. There we go. That's what I should be doing. Right there. Wow, another one? Okay. I need a hatch. 1 quartz and 1 more tie. Alright. Whoa. 1 more titanium and 1 quartz. Although, while I'm here, I should probably pick up the stuff for the solar panels. Yes. I'll get to you. Oh, nope, it's down here. Solar. I need 2 quartz. I want to build 3, so I need 6 quartz, 6 tie, and 3 copper. So 6, 6, and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 3 copper.
This is Sunbeam. You know Aurora. We're from a little transgov on the far side of Andromeda, and we have a saying there. There's no bad without the good, no good without the bad. Sounds like you tasted a bunch of the former, but that only means you're overdue a whole lot of the latter. Might just be we're it. We're scanning for somewhere to park. We'll be in touch when we find it. Sunbeam out.
Alright, Sunbeam! Okay, so, we're getting there. And as soon as we get the scanner room up, we're just gonna go find a whole bunch of titanium. And, we're gonna build a bunch of wall lockers and get everything into the base. Oops. There we go, get a hatch. Hatch going. And then we will, we'll put these here for now. Eventually I'll put them somewhere else. We have the power! Let's make this look pretty.
All primary systems online.
I would like an abundance of power for now. There we go. Good. Now, can I build any upgrades? I would like to build the HUD chip if that's not possible. I need magnetite. That's fine because I can go get magnetite soon. Range it. No, magnetite. We could put a speed upgrade in there. And let me go get a 1 silver and 1 gold. That way it'll at least find it. Oh, man. Maybe we should go do that now. Go to the, just pick up some quick magnetite. And, whatever else we can get down there, just so we can get the basic upgrades. What did I say? So, oh, yeah, silver, gold. This is going to put me at an uneven quantity of silver, but that's fine. Yeah, I need that HUD chip. Because searching for resources without that HUD chip kind of blows. Okay. Speed. Feel the need. Need for speed. Okay. Yeah. So we are going to go do that. First, we're going to eat. We're going to top off. Gary. Oh, I wonder if I can get the Ultra Glide fins. I need to look at that. Or is that a modification station upgrade? I don't remember. I want Boomerang. If I can catch the little bastard. Arrgh. Come here. Yeah, you're not getting away from me. Oh yeah, crap. I'm gonna have to build a fabricator in there. Radio. Medkit. Speaking of medkits, thank you. We will top off on supplies. I might take a water with me. Just so I could... Well, I don't know. Yeah, I could stay down there longer, because I'm gonna... I don't know. I don't have a storage upgrade for my Seamoth yet, so I can't really stay down there too long. Okay. Wait. I'm out of water? Okay. Well, fine. Can I build the fins? No. That is a modification station upgrade. Alright. Might be worth it to collect some more salt soon, since I'm finally on to my bleach. I should build a quick chair down there. Because if you build a chair and you sit in the chair, you do not use your food and water resources, so if I want to read the PDA like I want to, I won't be using my resources. Damn, did I knock that titanium thing again? Okay. Get down there. Need to nudge you. Down. Down. And then over. There we go. We'll take 2 titanium. I'm not sure how much it takes to build a chair. This is not working out like I thought it would. Okay, let's just build it in the scanner room. I think I scanned a chair. Yeah, nice swivel chair. How about that? And we'll go through the PDA before we hit the Degassi site. Okay. What do I want to leave here as well? I can leave the base builder. I'll need the repair tool. I'll take the scanner. I'll need the knife. Do I want to take the rebreather? No. No, I don't. I'll leave the rebreather for more inventory space. But anywho, all right. Let's go through the survivor logs.
Ozzy's log. It's the day of the crash. I don't know what the heck is happening. I'm scared and I'm not going outside. There are shadows in the water under the hatch, but I can't tell if they're rocks or aliens. And there's weird-looking caves nearby. The Aurora was carrying everything needed to build the phase gate. Mobile vehicle bays, bioreactors, propulsion cannons. It had a cinema. There was a zero-G gym. My cafe. I don't understand how we're here now. I don't know why no one's coming for me.
Was this the distress call? Huh. Or... Yeah, that was a distress call itself, wasn't it? So, Ozzy's log. It's the day of the crash. I don't know what the heck is happening. I'm scared of going outside. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. That's just the transcript. No, this wasn't played.
You really think it'll carry 2 of us?
Your regular sea glide tows a mass of 80 kilograms at over 30 kilometers an hour. The power cellar rig to this one should double that.
You think there's something out there that's faster?
Oh, sure. And that's assuming it doesn't overload 3 meters from the life pod.
You're calm about this?
I'm seeing the engineering problem. If I stop seeing the maths, I'll be terrified.
And that's why the maths are important. Okay.
What are you doing? You were gone so long. I thought you drowned. Put the flare down. I was going to try and attract someone's attention. That's not a distress flare. Stop waving it around like that. You'll catch the fuel line.
Oh. That is one thing that I need to pay more attention to in this game, because not only is the world gorgeous, but the world building was done well too. Codes and clues. Okay, this was to help me find the life pod, but I already found it. Degassi survivors. We will not be going through that until I find all of the logs. So we're going to leave those until I get the complete collection. Geological data. 4546B environmental scan. So this should have been when I arrived on the planet. So category 3 ocean planet, oxygen, nitrogen, atmosphere, extensive biodiversity, safety warnings, may support Leviathan class predators. It does, and it sucks. Water contaminated with high levels of foreign bacteria. Planet is beyond Federation space, rescue unlikely. It is not recommended to explore this environment without hazardous material suits and extreme support apparatus. Ah, nice of you to tell me now, huh? Limestone, I don't think we need to read too much into these. As far as scattered wreckage, analysis confirmed this wreckage is from the Aurora. Outer layers of the material have oxidized, suggesting it has been heated to over 1200 degrees Celsius. This pattern is consistent with hull disintegration during atmospheric re-entry, or entry. Salvage of intact portions of Altera vessels is prohibited at legal, moral, and technical levels. However, scraps such as these may be reclaimed for the titanium content in any Altera fabricator. Huh. Wow, we've scanned a whole bunch of indigenous life forms so far. All right, brain coral. Oops, that didn't mean to do that. Permanent growing colony of microscopic organisms. This coral species has adapted to filter carbon dioxide from the environment, using the carbon to build a colony and expelling oxygen from specialized exhaust funnels. It is quite hardy, suggesting samples from a mature specimen could be grown artificially. Assessment. Air tanks are equipped to siphon oxygen from the water where possible. I wish that would be really cool if brain coral did that here on Earth. Alright, coral shell plate. Variant of coral has adapted to survive in close proximity to other corals, filtering nutrients from the water and sharing them via a spore-like substance which grows around the base. Assessment, no practical applications. Giant coral tubes. The variety of coral formations on 4546B appear to be different solutions to the same problem of maximizing water and nutrient flow throughout the colony. These particular variants funnel water down a tube, filtering nutrients as they pass. Their size suggests they have been highly successful. Yeah, no kidding. Assessment, coral tube samples are rich in calcium, exploitable in bleach fabrication, which we have used. Table coral. Each disc is an individual colony of microorganisms, filtering nutrients from the water. Growth patterns indicate the colonies are in direct competition for positions with superior current or light. Unlike other coral species, its structure is malleable, softly pulsating as it pumps nutrients to its extremities and only turning rigid when it senses physical contact or physical assault. The jewel-like nodes on the surface are concentrated buildups of rare minerals the coral is unable to process. Assessment, exploitable in computer chip fabrication. Fauna. I keep forgetting that fauna means, well, animals. Which is cool because I want to find out what that little green thing is I scanned. But first we will start off with our carnivores here. The biter. Bastards. Vicious pack-hunting predator, 94% muscle, 4% connective tissue, 2% brain. Indiscriminate when hungry, almost always hungry. Specialized olfactory antenna. Employed in detection of bodily fluids in the water at an impressive range. Secondary pair of eyes, likely dedicated to detecting peripheral movement of large predators and hungry members of its own species. Overdeveloped tail fin. favors outpacing and outnumbering their prey over individual maneuverability. Calculations suggest creatures up to 100 times the biter's body weight could succumb to a focused assault by a pack of 10. Yeah, avoid packs. Try not to bleed. Avoid one, those little bastards. Sand shark. That creature, man, that is a funny looking thing. Powerful medium-sized predator that burrows into the sand and ambushes its prey from below. As with many predators, it may be possible to temporarily distract the sand sharks by feeding any hungry specimens that draw close. Forward dorsal fin. The unusual location of the fin suggests a purpose unrelated to movement through the water. It may be employed in shifting sand beneath the surface or mating rituals, and may simply be an evolutionary dead end. Segmented exoskeleton. No. I want to scroll down. There we are. Thick armor plating renders the sand shark almost immune to attack from above. While it is capable of impressive acceleration, its exoskeleton prevents it from changing directly and quickly. Well, that makes sense because it would be rigid. Sand shark is thus a perfectly designed ambush hunter, but ill-suited to sustain pursuits. Feet. Ill-designed for abulation, I'm not sure what that means, likely used to disturb the surface of the sand so the life form can burrow into the ground. Assessment. Avoid. Be vigilant for ambush in sandy biomes. Well, they're always kicking up sand, so it's hard for them to ambush you. Stalkers. I'm glad we're reading through these again because I forgot all the detail that they put into these animals. It's another... The stalkers remind me of gar, the gar fish. But it's just like a fish with an alligator head. A streamlined predator encountered in the kelp forest in way to prey, leaving safety of the shallows to feed. The stalker likely carved out its evolutionary niche at the sweet spot between speed and size millions of years ago, and may be one of the oldest species on the planet. The stalker appears to be attracted to titanium deposits, which tend to sharpen and put stress on its teeth, which is why they love the the titanium fragments so much. As with many predators, it may be possible to temporarily distract hungry stalkers by feeding them. That I've never done. I've never fed a stalker. The stalker's teeth are unusually hard and fast-growing. Its elongated snout can deliver huge biting pressure to larger attackers while also being used to reach small herbivores seeking refuge amongst rocks. Night vision. Oh, they have night vision. Retinal layering on the eyeball suggests adaptation for nighttime hunting. Dorsal ridges. These ridges can be moved independently to deliver superior maneuverability. Pelvic fins. Long and powerful, the stalker has evolved to hunt the fastest of prey. Assessment. Stalker teeth may have applications in enameled glass fabrication. I have not found a tooth yet. Oh, yes, I have. Stalker teeth. Extended analysis of acquired dental samples has been completed. Samples match the species designated stalker. Stalker teeth exhibit extraordinary lightness and strength and contain only trace amounts of calcium. The edges show signs of wear and are studded with metal flakes. Really? Providing evidence of stalkers. Oh, I see. Chew on metal deposits in order to sharpen their teeth. I see. It's just stuck on there. For some reason, the way I read that, I thought it was growing inside the teeth. Applications as a natural substrate in enamel glass fabrication. Not sure what enamel glass fabrication is. Herbivores. Large. Gasopod. Slow-moving life form and one of the larger herbivores on the planet, providing a substantial meal to would-be predators. The gasopod protects its domain by filling the surrounding water with poisonous and corrosive pods whose contents dissolve even synthetic fibers. Filtration system. Thick, non-reactive skin and multiple gill layers render this creature impervious to the noxious acid clouds it produces. Algae gland. A bulbous sac-like appendage on the rear end. A luminescent yellow algae grows inside the sac and produces the poisonous compound. Abdominal muscles can contract, causing the algae gland to emit the noxious compound into the surrounding water. Large pelvic fins, capable of powerful movement through the water when moving in small herds. Behavior. Gasopods appear to be social in nature and may even use their emissions in their relationship rituals. Their audible calls are likely signifiers of nearby threats or food sources. Approach with caution. Acidic pods may be retrieved and repurposed. That's another thing I haven't really used is like gas grenades or torpedoes or anything. Rabbit ray. I wouldn't consider this a large herbivore. Rabbit rays are on like the upper end of small. But anyway, an herbivorous aquatic life form, rabbit rays appear to live serene and solitary lives with few predators, a natural sense of curiosity, and awesomely poisonous flesh. Oh, yummy. Twin orange appendages mounted on the head sense vibration in the water. Undulating wings, markedly similar method of transportation to that of Earth rays. Zero genetic resemblance detected, suggesting these two species independently developed similar solutions to their environmental circumstances. Evidence indicates its large, side-facing eyes are a relatively recent adaptation. It's likely there are related ray species in other environmental biomes on the planet. Assessment: inedible, but harmless. Okay, that's herbivore small. Bladderfish. Ah! Let me take a drink of my tea real quick. This is a lot of reading. This unusual herbivore appears to be mostly defenseless and bears little resemblance to the other life forms around it. Semi-permeable bladder. The bladderfish is able to filter air and seawater into its body cavity through a unique membrane which surrounds its spine like a bladder. This allows it to remove and consume organic particulate caught on the way, and adjust its buoyancy. Open-ended vascular tubing. Can be angled and contracted to pump out water and achieve low-velocity guided propulsion. Kind of like a squid. Excuse me. Largely oblivious to threats and practically immobile at night, its only identified defense mechanisms is that it's composed almost entirely of water, air, and cartilage. Meaning, bleh. Doesn't taste very good. Assessment: edible. Oxygen may be retrieved from the bladder and added to tanks on consumption. Oh, I've never eaten a bladderfish for oxygen. Membrane has applications as natural water filter. Oh, boomerang fish. Herbivore encountered in large numbers, found to frequent the shallow waters and move in schools. Serrated teeth suggest adaptation for grinding corals and other herbivores are unable to digest. Twin fins. Unusually, this species' two fins are cartilaginous extension of its skeleton. They are less prone to damage and provide superior propulsion, but are also harder to grow back. The bright blue tips are in fact the ends of the digestive tract, where the luminescence of the corals it consumed is most focused. Oh, cool. So it's got a poop tail. Most active during daylight hours and prone to flee on approach, the boomerang can more easily be observed at night when its luminescence gives it away and it seeks the shelter of the seabed. Edible. Awesome. Eyes. What a weird looking fish. An extreme evolutionary adaptation where 90% of the life form's body mass is dedicated to the ocular cavity. Oversized eyeball. Deep set rings in the lens suggest specialization for identifying its predators in low light environments long before they come into attack range. Underdeveloped fins. Incapable of fast movement, this species is vulnerable to agile predators at close range. Shark species may have evolved hunting techniques to close on the eye unseen from above, below, or behind. This organism and common peeper share a common evolutionary ancestor. While the eye has sacrificed maneuverability, it shares and enhances its cousin's powerful eyesight. The ancestral alpha peeper may have been one of the first life forms on 4546b to develop eyesight many millions of years ago. I want to find the alpha peeper. Low calorie count. So I wonder if it's high water content, since it's low calorie count. Gary fish. My favorite. Gary. Slow-moving and curious herbivore, camouflage indicates adaptation for evasive behavior on the ocean floor. Eye stalks. May be beneficial when watching for predators from hiding places amongst the coral. Behavior more active during daylight hours, but slow and docile at all times. The Garyfish survival depends on a combination of camouflage and predators who can get more filling meal elsewhere. Nice. Holefish. Very small herbivore found in low numbers, often around cave system entrances where their skin coloration blends into the background. Bored out tail fin. By manipulating the size and shape of the hole in its tail, it can perform unpredictable maneuvers. Smaller than most other herbivores, presumably due to the lack of vegetation in low-light environments. Okay, hoopfish. Small school mentality prey fish with a unique method of propulsion and distant relative of the bladderfish. And its antennae. Rather than swimming, this life form uses fine green antennae which encircle its body to alter the composition of water in front of it, allowing it to sail into low-density space created. Interesting. Whoa. Where's my whole fish? There it is. No. There we go. That's the correct button. While schools of hoopfish will form periodically to evade predators in mass, This behavior is more social than it's defensive, and the lone hoopfish are often found hunting for food and displaying generally curious behavior. Oops. I didn't get to the coloration either. Maybe camouflage adaptation for mid-range light wavelengths, possibly indicating the hoopfish is more active at dawn and dusk. Oh, well that was the hoopfish. Dang it, I didn't do the whole fish. Yeah, smaller than most herbivores, presumably due to lack of vegetation in low light environments, yeah. Hoopfish, what didn't I read out of this one? Small school, oh, no, we were on hoopfish. Derp. Yeah, okay, we got that. Hoverfish. Small, cautious herbivore, commonly found in kelp-rich environments. Charged foot pads. 6 unique limb appendages feature charged pads capable of ionizing the surrounding water. The hoverfish uses this ability to maintain its position against the current as it feeds from kelp and lichen. Edible. Interesting. Peepers. Peepers are awesome. A fast prey fish encountered in shallow waters and rich in protein. Develops side-facing eyes, capable of discerning colors not just in shallow waters, but in a variety of lighting conditions. It's also able to close its eyelids, thus preventing light from reflecting off the lenses and rendering the peeper almost invisible to nighttime predators. Powerful fins. The species has evolved powerful fins, which enable rapid acceleration in still water and the ability to leap meters into the air to avoid pursuers. And they have done that to me, and it's actually pretty cool. Beak. Likely used to break down corals and tough vegetation. An unusually large nasal cavity serves no obvious purpose and appears to be specifically evolved to detect a single specific enzyme. Nothing encountered on the planet so far produces the matching odor. Oh, there's your first clue to the enzyme treatment. Expulsion tubes. The tubes attached to the peeper's torso are connected directly to its stomach and gills and appear to be designed to expel its contents on demand. Purpose unclear. While the peeper is well adapted to survive in shallow waters, a number of its features serve no discernible purpose. It would appear to be just as well suited to survive in deeper waters and is somewhat more intelligent than the usual small herbivore. High calorie count. Further research required. Well, where is that tiny little thing I researched? Leviathans. Here's the reef back. This vast life form is in excess of 30 meters long and has been designated Leviathan class. Fortunately, it feeds exclusively on plankton-like life forms in the water. Chitinous shell? I don't know how to pronounce that. Most of the life form's top side and some of its underside is protected by a thick layered exoskeleton. This suggests an evolutionary path quite different from other organisms on 4546b. Most of which are vertebrate in nature. The reefback species has likely been able to grow far larger than other herbivores because anything large enough to break through its shell has long since gone extinct. Enzyme pods. Similar in appearance to algae glands of the gasopod, these organs on the reefback's underside serve some unknown purpose in its digestive system and are capable of expelling small quantities of stomach enzymes into the surrounding waters. Local microcosm. An array of different barnacle and plant species grow on the reefback's shell, thrusting their roots into ancient scars in the chitin and taking advantage of their mobility to avoid predation. Nonetheless, reefbacks will often be pursued by the faster, hungrier herbivores, and thus this Leviathan species is a mobile microcosm worthy of years of study in itself. Life cycle. Reefbacks' lifespan likely extend through many centuries should they survive their initial growth cycle. For the first few decades, their smaller size would make them vulnerable to carnivorous leviathans. Makes sense. Sociable, seen traveling in small pods and communicating by an echoing call, behavior is consistent with low-level sentience. Assessment harbors plant, small fish, and metal-rich barnacles. That it does. All right, leviathans is done. Oh, it must be on the scavengers and parasite section. Okay. Floaters. 2 species living in symbiosis which attach to and attempt to feed on any objects they come into contact with. Dominant life form. The pink main body and inner suction jaws. A dominant creature, once attached to an organism, the other stable surface, it will attempt to leach nutrients in order to grow. Microorganism membrane. The outer gel-like substance is a mesh of microorganisms capable of forming a sealed vacuum around the creature's jaws. A thin layer of helium is stored within the outer membrane, providing buoyancy to the floater and anything it's attached to. May aid in flotation of sunken objects. So I have a question for anybody who's played this game before. Floaters. Has anybody ever used a floater to float anything? Like, what would you want to float? And why would you want to float it? I'm genuinely curious. So if anybody's got an answer for me, that'd be great. Rock grub. Ah, okay, this is the thing. Wow, that thing looks mean. This is the thing I scanned that I have no idea what it was. A small luminescent scavenger, roughly thumb-sized. This creature may be a distant relative of the sand shark, sharing that species' unusual limbs, segmented exoskeleton, and burrowing behavior. Its jaw, a circular set of teeth, is designed to tear up clumps of coral and seagrass caught in the rocks. Its limbs. 5 legs, 2 arms, and a large flipper allow the rock grub to cling to and walk across rock faces in search of food and swiftly swim to safety when under attack. Green luminescence. Glowing green in the dark would seem like a poor visual strategy, but this adaptation may be a mating behavior or other specialized process, engaged in by only a fraction of the total population at any one time, or perhaps being eaten is simply part of the rock grub's life cycle. Harmless. Scuttlebug. I don't remember scanning a scuttlebug. Maybe by accident? Common scavenger at the base of the food chain. Mouth parts. Small enough to be of little threat to most organisms, this creature is clearly adapted to feed on the waste products of the ecosystem around it. 3 mandibles. Used to orient themselves when drifting and to filter through detritus on cave floors. 3 legs. High-strength muscles can propel the life form great distances through the water as well as ambulating them across the sea floor. A necessary waste recycler presence may indicate nearby cave systems. Interesting. Alright, we are through the... basically... we will go through... I tell you what, that was a lot of reading, and some of you may have enjoyed that, some of you may not have, so we'll give it a rest for right now and continue on. And that way we'll get something done this episode. And while we were reading, I also made a decision on... Man, I should have built some wall lockers. Whoops. On what we're doing. So we're not taking the radiation suit. What we're gonna do is, and I just lost my train of thought. We're gonna go back to that one life pod with that wreck. We're gonna explore the wreck, and we're also gonna dive down into that area below the wreck, which is the other end of the Degassi Cavern. And if memory serves, there's no radiation crap. I just hope memory serves me correctly. I'm carrying water, correct? I can drop the 1 titanium. Yep. There you go.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Now, what life pod was that? We're gonna click that one off. That was 17, I think? Yeah, stranded near cave system. Where are you? Yes. And now that we have our mobile air source, we'll be fine. But we definitely need magnetite and diamond. Priority 1 while we're down there. And I should get some lithium while we're there. Just out of the... I can't remember the name of the rock now. When I scan it, I'll figure it out. Wait, what's this over here? Oh, it was just you. Yeah, there's life. There's the life pod. That means the wreck is right here, and there's a cave entrance around here somewhere. I think there's one right behind the wreck. But... And I don't think we'll need our laser cutter for this either. We will, however... Well, I don't know. We'll find out. Okay, so we have searched this beginning portion, which helps. Because we don't have a lot of O2. don't know why we're scanning this. Probably just to get it out of the way, but... Ooh, is that a modification station? It is. Ooh, battery chargers. Yes. That's what I need. Oh, I should have brought spare batteries. That I didn't do. Ruh-roh.
New blueprint acquired.
All right, what is that? Mobile vehicle bay. That's a modification station. Mobile vehicle bay. No. I think we're gonna go get some. Well, we're gonna look down here and then we'll go get some air. Anything else down here? Yes. We got that. Laser cutter. Well, whatever. We'll do the prawn suit fragment and then get the heck out of here. Hopefully 30 seconds is enough
30
time.
seconds.
I hope that is not the way out. This is the way out. Go, 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 go. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. This could be the end.
Oxygen.
Oh, shit. We're dead. We're dead. We're dead. We are so dead. Shit. No, we're... No, 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 no. Oh, shit. That sucks. That was stupid. That was stupid. I pushed it too far. I should have made one run. Oh, there it goes. It wouldn't start over. Now, the question is... Oh, it does. It erases the save. Oh, God, that was dumb. Okay. Well. Well. All right. Well, that was my stupidity and best laid plans and all, right? All that pre-planning, all that stuff. Dead. Done. Okay. Well, this should be interesting. So I think this is the perfect time to call this episode, and I guess next episode we will start again. But I learned a valuable lesson there. Don't push your luck, dummy. I knew I needed to get out. I didn't need to scan that right away. I could have just left. Oh, man. That was dumb. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching yet again, and we'll try this again. Goodbye.